And welcome to lesson 6 of our cyber security course. This time, I want you to answer one of the most important questions on improving your online safety. What's the best antivirus you should use? Yes, and this lesson 6 slide is going to be based on choosing the right antivirus, and it's a full guide, so we are good to go. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is an antivirus software and what does it do? And the definition of antivirus software programs goes something like this: a piece of software designed to block out viruses and other malware from entering your device and compromising your personal data or hardware itself. Now, a good antivirus is a must-have. It minimizes the times you have to enter damage control mode to clean up the mess caused by a successful malware attack. Now, we already know what a malware attack is. So before we go into finding our dream antivirus, let's see what exactly makes an antivirus an antivirus. So, how does antivirus software work? And then things you should know about AV before getting one. The very first one I'm going to talk about is virus scanner and script blocking. Now, reactive scanning is the bread and butter of an antivirus. Basically, it scans any new program or file before it's opened and checks if it is a known malware or if it behaves like one. It's all done in the background, and the scan file or program only opens once the antivirus has finished scanning or has finished the scan. Now, then there is a full system scan, where the antivirus goes through every nook and cranny of your device in order to find malware or any other suspicious software or files. Now, some AVs also block malicious ActiveX or JavaScript from infecting your PC. As I told you earlier, JavaScript mostly has got to do with malware attacks coded into programs, into websites. Are we okay? Now, plugins based on these technologies can be used to make your PC part of a botnet, inject code, that is, it is used by an attacker to introduce or inject code into a vulnerable computer program and change the course of execution, or do drive-by downloads on them. Are we okay? So mostly these are the things we do when it comes to virus scanning on our PCs, either a short scan or a full scan. Now, what to look for? Ideally, the scanner should be lightweight and not hog down your device while still having a very high detection and block rate. The next one I'm going to be talking about is database of known malware. However, scans cannot be effective if the program doesn't know what it's looking for. That's why every antivirus software comes with a database of known malware and compares each scanned file to the content of the database. Remember when I spoke about a virus and an antivirus? Now we create virus. Now what is happening now is this: we create viruses and then we try attacking them with antivirus softwares out there just to know the bot or the bat that triggers our virus and then builds on that. Are we okay? So this database is updated very frequently and quite often on a daily basis. This is one of the reasons why we always advocate for people to keep their software updated. I'll repeat again, always update your software when there's a need for you to update them, particularly antiviruses. Now, updated software goes a long way to protect you on the internet, since it is greatly diminishes the possibility of malicious hackers exploiting an unpatched vulnerability of your software. But antivirus programs also make use of something called heuristic analysis. Now, this means that it will consider a file to be malware if it behaves like one, even if it can't be found in its database. I think we've all come across that. Sometimes we have a genuine file or folder on our system, and then antivirus goes like this. This folder is a malicious folder. What happens is this: it's because that folder or file has been saved in a bat-like or in a virus-like name. That is why it's behaving that way. So please, let's have this in mind. Now, this is one of the reasons why some AVs falsely classify some safe programs such as Chrome as a virus. Now, the industry calls this a false positive, and it's a criteria used to judge the quality of an antivirus. The next topic is automatic update. Now, any antivirus software worth its salt will automatically update itself, both to clean up any vulnerabilities it might have and to keep its virus database and capabilities up to date. Now, basically, the quicker and more frequent the updates, the better. The next one is malware removal. Someone would ask, what at all is a malware removal? Sometimes removing a malware can be just as important as blocking it in the first place. Usually, the cybersecurity industry sees the two functions as being separate. That's why many of the free AVs out there can only detect and block malware, but won't be able to remove it if your PC is infected. For that, you will mostly likely have to purchase the full antivirus solution or download a separate piece of software specializing in malware removal. Are we okay? So that is one aspect of antivirus and virus removal on our systems. Now, other features you should look out for. The very first one is ransomware protection. Now, some antiviruses come with ransomware protection. You select some files and documents to protect in case of a ransomware attack. Afterwards, the ransomware won't be able to encrypt the blocked files. That is that with the ransomware protection. We have the file shredder. I think I made mention of file shredder the last time. Now, this may come as a shock, but the standard delete plus click recycle bin won't actually delete a file from your hard drive, as I keep telling you. It will just make it invisible for you to see. But these files can be recovered with a specialized program. Now, in normal circumstances, these invisible files disappear only after being pushed out of their memory blocks by new ones. But file shredders destroy them completely and leave no trace of them on your hard drive. That is why, again, it is important to, apart from having an antivirus software on your system, have a file shredder to shred all files you don't need or you don't wish someone to get to know about. Are we okay? Now, still on the file shredder, firewall. Some AVs can filter and scan your internet traffic to detect incoming threats before they reach your device. And some other features is the DNS protection. Okay, password manager system, optimization, phishing protection, anti-spam, and then the browser protection. Now, how to test antivirus or how to test antivirus to be sure it works. Sometimes you will go through a long period where you don't encounter any online threat and seem to forget that you even have an antivirus installed. It's still alive though. Or is it still alive, you may ask? Well, there's a test you can do to see if it is still working. So how do you test your antivirus to see if it is still active? Basically, you have to create a false virus that triggers your AV's defense procedures. Now, what you need to do is to create an antivirus test file. A simple notepad document will do just fine. We'll look at this practical later on, so don't worry. Now, then you will need to use a standardized EICAR code. Now, this is something recognized by all antivirus developers as a means of testing if their software is active. Your antivirus should trigger immediately and activate its security protocols to eliminate the fake virus. If it doesn't, then that means your software is inactive or disabled. So, what's the best antivirus you could use? Now that you know what to look for in an antivirus, it's time to find out which one you should use. Here are 3 ways you can find the best free or paid antivirus for you. 1. User opinions. 2. Expert reviews. 3. Independent testing. Again, user opinions, expert reviews, independent testing. Now, the very first one, that is the user opinions or user comparison and reviews for paid or free antivirus. Now, a word of advice. The major benefit to user comparison and reviews of antivirus software is that you can get a sense of how the product performs in real life. A comparison can help you figure out which is the best antivirus program for you or whether you should choose the free or paid version. Now, keep an eye out for users who might be biased in favor of one AV in particular. There is a chance their highly positive review might be doctored. Now, this happens most often on the developer's review page, but any of the platforms I've mentioned below can fall prey to false previews. Security forums. Now, cybersecurity forums are still some of the best places you can check to find good and trustworthy reviews and comparisons of antivirus software. For example, the links below would point you to some of the best security forums online where you can find a great number of user reviews and good experiences users had with security products. So you can check up on the community video reviews, the Windows Secret, Wilder Secret forums, Bleeping Computer. Don't worry, they are all hyperlinks in this particular slide. So your class rep will drop it in our platforms, either WhatsApp or Telegram, and then you can just click on those links and they get to know about the antivirus you are using. The next one I'm going to be talking about is Quora. Now, for those who don't know, Quora is a question and answer site. Okay, basically, you ask a question and qualified users answer them, or you can just browse questions similar to yours and see if you find an answer there. Now, the website is designed so you can quickly access your areas of interest. Search the site for the following categories: computer security, antivirus software, or internet security, or just these links: computer security, antivirus software, or internet security. It's also hyperlinks in this slide, so you can just click on it and it will take you straight to these sites. Now, as you can see, these topics are followed by thousands of people, so it should be pretty easy to find the information you need. Here are some starting points that can help you find your best antivirus program. What is the best antivirus for probably 2016, 2018, 2019, 2020, or even 2021? You can ask this kind of question. Or, which is the best antivirus ever? That is another question you can ask on Quora. Now, a former Symatech executive explains, offer a persuasive answer to the question, doesn't it make sense to use antivirus software in 2016? There's also another link that you can actually read on and get to know about the antivirus you are using. There's another platform you can use, that is a Yahoo Answers, a similar concept to Quora, but Yahoo Answers centers on the experience and knowledge of everyday users rather than the knowledge of experts. Now, use this if you want to read about real-life examples and stories rather than well-documented answers. Questions such as, what is the best antivirus will yield you quite a lot of different opinions, and many of them will come with personal accounts and reviews of any given software. Now, for specific areas on internet security, check these categories: software, or internet, or security. And again, here are some specific questions: which is the best antivirus for Windows 7 or Windows 10 or Windows 8? Are we okay? So that is that for Yahoo Answers. The next one is Reddit. Now, a treasure of the internet hidden in plain sight, Reddit distinguishes itself from Yahoo Answers and Quora due to its long discussion threads. Ask Reddit users to compare various antivirus software and you would end up with a very lively conversation among users that covers almost every antivirus program imaginable. Now, Redditors will talk at length about the pros and cons of one antivirus or another. Now, the best way to search for quality information on Reddit is to type your Google query and add Reddit at the end. Something like this: what is the best antivirus 2016? Then you add the Reddit to it and then you ask, are we okay? Now, as of September 2016, what's the best antivirus or anti-malware protection was the question being asked. So you can check on that too. The next platform is Trustpilot. Now, reviews of antivirus programs have another way to choose the product that fits your needs. Most people read the reviews on the developer's page, but it's impossible to be sure which review is real and which isn't. Trustpilot offers a way around this since it is an independent reviews platform. Basically, users can post without worrying they would have their negative comments deleted by developers who jealously guard the brand name of their products. Are we okay? Of their poor product. So Trustpilot, another platform you can look at. The second one is Expert's view on what is a good free or paid antivirus software. On that too, we have different platforms. The very first one is PC Magazine. Now, PC Magazine is meant to answer any and all questions related to computers and software that runs on them, including antiviruses. Now, to access the reviews, type best antivirus in the search box and choose one of the two top articles by Noel Rubinkin, one of the top experts in this field. Now, one covers which is the best antivirus of 2016, while the other one is about the best paid antivirus of 2016. All these are hyperlinks you can check up on when the slides are being dropped in the group. Now, if you continue to scroll down, you can check the main security features that were put to the test. That is when you check on these sites I was talking about earlier, like malware blocking, malicious URL blocking, phishing detection, privacy protection, additional features. To see even more articles and filters, press the security tab just above the page title when you get there. Now, this takes you to a useful part of their website where you can filter antiviruses by price, company, and categories. Now, the category filter can help you narrow your search to desired functionalities such as anti-phishing, anti-spam, anti-malware, antivirus, and parental control. So please take note of this. Now, by the time you finish reading PC Magazine antivirus reviews, you would probably know which are the best antivirus programs of 2016, know what each program is capable of, know the most important security features an antivirus should have. Chances are you would own a shiny new antivirus, whether it's free or paid. Somewhere out there, a piece of malware cries because it can't infect your PC anymore. The next one I'm going to talk about is Softpedia. That's Softpedia Antivirus. Now, for a lot of people, Softpedia is a one-stop shop for many of their software needs. Yes, it's a site where you can get all your software needs. They have a huge list of around 600 various free or paid antivirus software and programs available for download. Now, a great starting point if you want to take your time and just browse at your own pace. The next platform is PC Advisor. That is the test center. Now, the test center from PC Advisor puts the test about 17 antivirus products in the market for the UK public. That doesn't mean you can't check them out for yourself and decide if one of them is good for you or not. The next one is Gizmo's Freeware. That is the best antivirus software. Now, this site focuses on all things related to free software, including antiviruses. Now, Gizmo's reviews and analysis would help you make up your mind on one software or another. Pretty handy when it comes to choosing your dream antivirus. Now, do keep in mind these are only the free antivirus versions, and first might not have the full functionality of a paid one. The last one is Tom's Guide. That is the best antivirus software and apps in 2016. Now, Tom's Guide mostly focuses on electronic gadgets such as smartphones and laptops, but it also has a thorough antivirus section, complete with reviews and rankings. Now, on the main page of this section, you can find a drop-down menu which covers 4 price points for PC antivirus. That is free, basic, mid-range, and premium, and another 2 categories for Android and Mac AVs. The last one is on an antivirus test can tell you all you need to know. Now, reviewers know which antivirus is better at blocking and eliminating malware by thoroughly testing them. By using the same antivirus testing sites, you can get a better picture of what the AV you want is capable of. Now, for the best results, antivirus tests have to be as objective as possible. Thus, this article can tell you all about the standards and principles these testing sites must respect. So I'm going to end here on the first chapter on choosing the right antivirus. The next one will be in soon. So if you have any questions after listening to this podcast, please get back with these questions. They are very, very important. It goes a long way to helping me understand where you've gotten to, your knowledge on what you've been listening to and all that. So until we meet or until I drop another podcast on the last session on choosing the right antivirus, stay safe and then take care.